I might for this part. Because I've already... You know what? Because I have already done this, I'm gonna do this like in 5 seconds here. Unrestricted. I don't need to do a level sync for this because I don't want to bother with that. Just because I'm just gonna go in, hit her in like 2 hits, and just knock her out. Get her out another way. This is the way I thought of doing it at one point, but I've already done this, so I just want to get to the part where I haven't seen yet. Now that I realize I missed a part, so let's just skip this. It's literally after the fight, so I'm gonna end this in 1 attack. Oh wow, just 5, a couple attacks. Surprising. Okay. Is it this part? Yeah, I think. Yeah, it is this part because I didn't ever leave. This is where it crashed, like literally right here. What? How in the hells? This is my realm. You have no hope here. None. None! Do you actually believe you can defy a god, landwalkers? My power is limitless, my children legion, and they have rendered unto me a wealth of crystals. Their gifts sustain me, their faith empowers me. None save my children will escape the reckoning. Mortals and those who would use my crystals to waken the rest shall realize the folly of their faith. Then all shall worship none but me, the one true God. I'm not even gonna bother laughing, I'm just so angry at myself. For no reason. Of course, worship, so long as the exile praying she will never fall. Then let's stop them. No harm will come to you, my children. This is only the beginning, landwalkers. All who oppose me shall suffer for their defiance. Soon the worms of the forest shall receive my judgment. The desert vermin next, their walls of stone will not shield them from the tempest. And then I will take vengeance on the sea lice. Their wooden boats cannot outrun the wind. Tremble, mortals, for I shall visit you all in time, and all shall be mine, all mine. You, landwalker, you who dared to raise your hand against me, you shall be the first to pay for your sins, not with your death, but with your life. Isn't that the same thing? You will serve me, landwalker, to your last breath. Ah, okay. Well, that's good. Good luck with that. You can't do that. No, no, I claimed you. You should be mine. I forget what the point of we collecting these crystals, to be honest. Also, I realized I probably look drastically different than I did in the last video, probably because I played all the way through Endwalker now, so... Oh, now I have all of them. Cool. I honestly forget why I get those crystals for. They're supposed to do something I can't remember. What? What are you? What have you done to me? No mortal should possess such power. This is impossible. And I literally crashed there, just for no reason. All right.
Why do you not tremble at my might? Why do you not beg for mercy? Why do you not die?
We've done it!
Ah! Impossible
Garuda,
it is!
kill you all!
Is that all? O Lady of the Vortex, O mighty Garuda, of all primals the most terrible, I say again, is that all?
Gaius!
Ah, Sid, my boy, you look well. For one who has forsaken kin and country, I wonder what else you will forsake before the day is done.
What?
What exactly did you hope to accomplish here this day? Well, I shall accomplish far more.
Is that all? Is that all? Insolent mortal! I shall make you suffer! That foul stench! I see now. She has touched you! Very well.
Seven hells, does she still mean to fight?
Our Lord of the Inferno Almighty brought us succor in our hour of need.
Save us, Titan, Lord of Crags! It hurts us so! The pain! The pain!
What is she? 12 preserve. She cannot mean to... No. No, this is all wrong.
Stop gawping, boy. We must run.
Surrender yourselves unto me. I would feast upon your ether. None shall stand against the wind.
Bear witness to the glory of the Empire! It is you who will suffer, Garuda. Ancient Alec had ways of dealing with your kind. Now, look on their ultimate weapon, Icon, and despair. magnificent. It exceeds all expectation.
With each primal it consumes, it grows more powerful. A marvel, is it not?
Such is the fate of those who oppose the Empire. There will be no warriors of light to save you this time. If your leaders are as wise as they are reported, they will surrender. Your skills are impressive, but they will not be enough.
12, have mercy. What chance have we against such an ungodly creation? And who was that armored devil?
That was Gaius van Balsar, legatus of the 14th Imperial Legion and Supreme Commander of the Garlean invasion force in Eorzea.
Of course. The Black Wolf. How could I not realize? Grandfather mentions him in his journal.
I was never so naive as to think the man would abandon his ambitions. But these developments are beyond my worst expectations. What have you been doing these past 5 years? How could something of this magnitude have escaped the Alliance's attention?
We heard no whispers, saw no signs. In the wake of the calamity, the Empire seized land and built outposts, but that was the extent of their aggression.
Damn it, Gaius. Where in the seven hells did you find that thing?
It has been a day of unexpected developments, but the fact remains, Garuda is no longer a threat. While I take no comfort in the manner of her downfall, it does mean that we may safely put the matter of the primals to one side, for the time being at least.
Which just leaves the matter of Gaius's new toy.
Indeed. That weapon poses the greatest threat to Eorzea. It must be destroyed. But first, we must needs find out all we can. Let us make for Vesper Bay. We shall rebuild the Scions. All is not yet lost, my friend. For we bear the light, and shall surely lead our people from the darkness.
Debatable. Very, very debatable. Yep, I'm here now. What's up? Well, that was an unexpected surge I'd rather not have again. Something has been troubling me, Evik. Shortly before the Black Wolf took the center stage, when Garuda attempted to claim you as her own, I could have sworn I saw, but I'm sure I was mistaken. In times of great stress, the evidence of the eye is apt to be misread by even the most inquiring mind. Forget I mentioned it. Returning to the subject of our earlier discussion, we may consider the matter of the primal closed until further notice. No beast tribe will dare summon their god so long as that weapon exists. Truly a more effective deterrent I could not imagine. It also seems a shame to plot its destruction. Really? Alright, dude. Crazy person. It's past time we return to the Waking Sands. To leave our headquarters in despair any longer would be to dishonor the memory of those who fell there. We have been brought to our knees. We will rest, rebuild, and rise once more. Oh god, hiccups. Where the heck even am I? Okay, I'm in Ul'dah. Can I even get to Vesper Bay from... I don't think so. I think the best way would just be teleport to Horizon, I'd assume. Oh god. Oop, flying. the return to Vesper Bay. It's time to just go teleport to Limsa. I will say no, now that I have my new computer now, the absolutely barely 5-second load times is so thank God, because you wouldn't believe how much time I've spent just in between loading times because of how slow my computer was. I'll want to also get rid of unrestricted for any future stuff. What's up? I had no idea, but I can only imagine how you felt when you returned to that day. Tell me, Evik, does aught here strike you as odd? I see signs of recent habitation. Could it be that we have trespassers? Mayhap it is just my imagination. Come, let's proceed to the Solar. Wait. Who goes there? Now, Yida. Is that any way to greet a friend? Alphano, Evik. Sid? Wait, is this a dream? Not that I'm aware of. It has been a while, Ida. I don't believe it. I was sure you'd been... This place has seen better days. You know, I wasn't actually here when I was still in talks at the Adder's Nest. I first knew about it when I came back and I saw... Ida. The church had taken care of the bodies. That still left the stains. It was hard to know where to start if Y'shtola hadn't been here to help me. Y'shtola is here too? Yes, but she's not here right now. She's gone to Udal to meet a man who might know what happened to the others. Papalymo and Minfilia weren't among the dead, according to the church. Y'shtola thinks they were taken somewhere. Upon the orders of the Black Wolf, no doubt. Why would he want them? Because they possess something he desires. Knowledge of another power that can be brought to bear against the primals. One that Gaius has yet to harness. The Echo. Gaius will be well aware of its existence, and as well as the immunity it grants the gifted to the primal's influence. Powerful though his elegant weapon may be, he would doubtless desire such protection. He means to use Minfilia to gain understanding of the Echo. None of which explains how the Empire came to know the location of the Waking Stands in the first place. Oh god. No matter, the Empire has shown its hand, and now we must act. It is up to us to rebuild the Scions and save Eorzea. Can I count upon you, Ida? What? Oh, yes, of course. Whatever you need. We can discuss as next move upon Y'shtola's return. For now, I say we rest.
Hear, feel, think.
Bringer of light. Brave gatherer of the crystals, thy soul burneth bright. I am Hydaelyn, all made one. Hearken unto me now, for the darkness doth begin to spread. Wear thee the bearer of the crimson brand, for he is the avatar of shadow, whom death attendeth always. The crystals shall be thy salvation, thy blade and shield both. Steel thyself, for at the appointed hour thou shalt stare into the heart of darkness. Go with caution, my child, but fear not, for I am ever with thee.
Y'shtola. Evik, I see you and Alfred safe, and Sid. That we five should meet each other thus defies a simple explanation. It is as if the benevolent hand of Master Louis Swag guides us still. He would not see us undone so easily, not now, when the need is so great. I know where Minfilia and the others are being held. Where? An Imperial stronghold in the heart of Mordona. Castrum Sentry. Gaius may have called it a weapon of ancient Allag, but I saw extensive Magitech modifications. An Imperial Castrum. 'Twas to be expected, I suppose. Alright, let's do this. Let's go rescue Minfilia and the others. Yeah, let's charge straight through. Do it. Let's do it. The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Evik. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defense of an Imperial Castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. Ooh, sorry. But now that the Castrum Sentry houses prisoners from whom the Guardians deem valuable, we may be confident that they have been taking additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy, and if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I do believe I know a man who will be able to assist us in this. Lord Portelaine of House Durandare, as he is stationed in the observatorium in Curthis. Oh my god, I'm gonna keep calling it the wrong thing. Let us go to him and beseech his aid. Why do I get the feeling that that's not gonna happen? I'm gonna be running around doing chores. I don't know why I'm so yawny today. Actually, the best thing about being in Dragoon when you're doing the story stuff is that the Dragoon thing you get quest from is in this area, literally right here. Unless they've changed that, but I don't think they have. Not to my knowledge, at least. Yeah, from Alberic over there. Evik, the man who unmasked the heretic in our midst, to what I owe the pleasure of your company. You are an associate of Y'shtola, but of course, Lord Drillamont confined to me that you are a scion on the 7th Dawn. Castrum Sentry would interest have you all in the Imperials. They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you could provide would be greatly appreciated. I see. That explains our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum. A Huron woman, an Elzen man, 2 Lullafels, 1 male, 1 female. It's them. It has to be Minfilia, Urianger, Papulimo, and Tataru. If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about the more recent incident. Incident? An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Kurthus not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rodigan and a Lullafel, were seen fleeing the craft. What did you say? A Rodigan and a Lullafel, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress, and they both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned. It's Big and Wedge to trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Ewik, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they have captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those held in Castrum should require substantial planning and preparations. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It's likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you best act now. Why? Oh, because I was gonna get for staying up so late. If, as has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow Scions prisoner in the hopes of understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such a time as the study is complete. The Biggs and Wedge are not Scions, nor do they know aught of the Echo, as Lord Portelaine said. This may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it. Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. Meanwhile. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work, but all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they hopes. Oh god. They so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Oh my god, I don't even know how to pronounce this guy's name. Rahaten, you depart for Castrum Ocidens at midnight. You will command the western front of Vilbrand. Or in Vilbrand. The Orzens will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not. My lord, if it is your will, I shall carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yes, forgive my impudence, but it is proper to give command of half of our forces to a... I have given you nothing, Perfectus. You've earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord. Such a forgettable character. My quarters, 1 hour. Yeah, why don't get up, sit down, get up, sit down. Lord Pontlane would like to aid you in search for Biggs and Wedge. My purpose here is to reconnoiter Guardian activity along oh my god, activity along Albathia's spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with Y'shtola. Now, the report of the Imperial airship's emergency landing came to us by the way of Damsel Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man stationed at its entrance, a knight named Breeselt, may be able to tell you more. So as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. Pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. My god, I cannot read. I forget, do I have to do Damsel Darkhold? I don't remember. I don't remember if that was like a sub thing or if it's actually something I have to do. You stand before Damsel Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the greatest guardian house of the same name. Nothing but authorized personnel may enter. A letter from Lord Portlane. So you've come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pillar of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area, seeking to recapture them. What? The captives are like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Aurum Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight by the name of Piermons. He should be able to assist you. I forget his oh my god, is Aurum Vale required? If it is, that sucks. Because that's easily the oh god, gotta stop yawning. Easily the worst dungeon in Realm of Born. I hate it so much. Next to probably Thousand Maw. It's probably one of the worst ones too. They're just so boring. It's just boring. What's up? The Imperial airship? I saw it approach and land with my own two eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them. Oh, fucking listen, man, I'm not a wordsmith. They were prisoners aboard the airship. It seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Guardians who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post. To find evidence that someone had been there in my absence, whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked two sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you will be able to follow the prints to their owners. I might as well just not bother. Surveying the area. One second. People are yelling at me. Running. Not worth it, I just wanted to do it. Do. Searching for footprints. I'm trying to think of... I don't know. I think Realm Reborn is the weakest, and then probably Stormblood. Then... Heaven... I don't know why people like Heaven's Word so much, being absolutely honest. Because I kind of like Shadowbringers more than I did Heaven's Ward. I definitely think that Stormblood could have been better. I was gonna say, what's that coming through the thing? But it's that. Hi, Wedge. Brr, it's so cold. I want to go home. Wow, please don't eat me. I'm not nearly as second as I look. It all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Eva can see you. Thank goodness you're here. It's been awful. The Guardians were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell-bent on evading them, I almost ran headlong into a monstrous gaping maw thrice. And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. Biggs? He isn't here. He went off in a different direction to lure the pursuers away. It's me, Sid. Have you any success? Track down Wedge? That's wonderful news. Now what of Biggs? I see. Well, it's hardly surprised me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gave his Wedge, he's always taken care of him. I scoured the area around the Darkhold. I had nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know the fact that Biggs headed west. Both Yida and Y'shtola are helping out. I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your possession while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far from to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let us meet there. There, I hope? Was that Master Garland you spoke with? After 5-11 years, thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now, babe. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive. That's make it go any faster. Well met, and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Oh, it seems your companion is caught at shell. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth. Liquid diet. How are you feeling now, then? Stay here as long as you need. Same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you've had a hard journey. You have had a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can. Oh, have a. I thought, man, I read that wrong. Man, I can't read. What the hell's wrong with me? I'm fine now, thanks to you. But I can't bear to think that Biggs is still alone in the cold, with Garleans on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he is suffering for it. I hate to have to rely on you again, Evik. But do you think you could search for Biggs? I haven't the slightest notion where he might be at the moment. Maybe, just maybe, the people here have seen something. Rodigan, gentleman dressed in the same manner as your companion? I'm sorry, but he did not come by here. Let me think about it for a minute. It would not raise your hopes unduly, but is a cave simulated a short distance to the south. We call it Furious Gaze, and it might be worth the while to investigate. Make this session only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy towards this tower, he elected to pass by it. Surveying. Want to see a complete psychopath? Oh, really? It only... I thought that would have attracted all of them. Oh, well. I don't get anything for defeating those, so there's no point to... I don't even know, other than that, what that cave is even for, if there's something else. None of the other job quests I had have a reason for me to go in there. Well, at least all the ones that I've done. So I still got a bunch left I haven't done yet. Maybe something for White Mage, because it's got a bunch of element. I guess those are elementals. Ebik, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area? Well, it stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the urns away from me. But where within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be? Oh, hiccups. I can't give up, Ebik. We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold or is recaptured. There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if only to tell us where else to look. Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen. And hurry. Big's chances of survival will grow slimmer by the moment. Now I know I could just go all the way up the thing and just do that, but fuck that. I can fly now. I don't care. I'm gonna just do the same thing anyways and just go to the top, so... Actually, are they even at the top? I thought they were at the top. Oh, no, wait, they are at the top. They're on the other side of this building, aren't they? I thought they were. Yeah, I thought it was this guy I was supposed to talk to. Is there like a middle? Oh, there is. Whatever. We're about the same height. Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? If he is not found around here or in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it is possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through the Daffin's Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. I wish there was a... thing where it's just click this and then your character just kind of like tumbles down like the first set of stairs for no reason other than him saying that. Just you take a tumble down the stairs and you just lose some HP, which I mean you would get back anyways because of regeneration in the game, but it would just be something interesting even him just mentioning it, right? Because he mentions it that he careful going down the stairs or up the stairs because he fell over, right? So just a thing where you just like kind of like take a tumble down the... I know now they probably could do something like that. I don't think they ever would though. Hello. Why are you guys over here? Just go over there and just attack them both. Also, I realized in Endwalker lots of stuff was changed, so I had to relearn how to do a Dragoon before I decided I wanted to redo this because everything had changed. And he's floating because, you know, stuff. Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead? Ebik, it is well that you are here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something right now. He has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me. He's not alone. Kill them all. Ah, no, I'm so afraid. Okay. These guys need to go first. I am 7 levels higher than them. sucks. Sweet. Oh god. My thanks. Another moment and I would have... Ugh. He's been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. Monument Tower say? Very well. You and I shall bear him there and... Bear him there with all haste. Sid will be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Aw, I love reunions. Can you just port me there, please, instead of making me walk all the way back there? Why? They're not as forgiving in this. Actually, I don't even think they do that in later ones either. Depends on the mission, I guess, the quest you have. Do 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 do. Switchy. I cannot thank you enough, Eva. Same goes for the rest of you. Thank you all so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are a family, are we not? Well, yes. It's just I didn't think I'd ever see him again. I owe the lot of you my life, and you say Wedge too, Eva. I'm losing count how many times I'm losing count on how many I owe you. Isn't he cold? Biggs, Wedge. God, it's good to see the two of you again. Chief, it's you. It really is you. In our hearts, we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh. When Alpha Node told me that the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Witch and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint. Must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand, though. How did the Guardians get there so fast? I mean, the Immortal Flame should have seen them coming, right? I myself had asked the same question that day when I returned to the Carnage of the Waking Suns. I know not a miss in the horizon. Nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this, I concluded the Guardians came by neither land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by a potent teleportation magics, the magics of the kind used by the Asians. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't really say how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of the Imperial stronghold, Castum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into detainment cell together, while Minfilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard from them. Castum Sentry. What happened next? Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but was probably moons, or maybe only weeks. And then, without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald. Much to our dread, we knew we were taken back there. We weren't like to leave again. So risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced the emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as I say, is history. Ha! If I didn't know other, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel. That would have been Biggs' handiwork. Like as not, you always were resourceful in tight spots, my friend. Evik, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There's still many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and the others still want for rescue. Alright, you lot. Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. God knows we've been kept them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castle Sentry. Oh god. Yes, quite well. So let's reconvene at Revenant's Toll in Mordona. 'Tis a good place as any to prepare, and better than most, the road leading east then south will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. I could just teleport there, but I'm gonna make it authentic because fucking why not? I've already done it this much. I forget if I'm slightly faster in the beginning areas now, because I don't remember getting it, doing like hunts and stuff to get them. Oh god. I don't know why I'm so yawny all of a sudden. I'm definitely faster here. Well met, friend. What brings you to Revenant's Toll? Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Cancer's Edge and you want to rescue them? I don't mean to encourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a flag could get within 100 yalms of the walls undetected. If the Guardians were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfilia and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth. Right, it has to be a good old-fashioned infiltration. But with security so how are we going to smuggle ourselves in? Well, I mind to walk through the front door. Huh? The front door? Aye, we'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we'll need a few set of Imperial uniforms, a set of magic tech armor, and impeccable timing. Ha! That's a bold strategy, but it just might work. Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect us that we savage Eorsans would think to use their technology. Then it's settled. If you're determined to go ahead with this, I recommend you speak with Galmont. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire, and it happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. I no doubt that he'll want to be of aid. You and I shall go reconnoiter Garlean activity at the stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had a chance to act. Ah, God, sorry. Come and join us when you're ready, Vic. Let's do this. Why am I so tired? Sometimes I wonder, Yida, are there ever times when you're not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Y'shtola, and you're beginning to remind me of Papolimo. Oh, hi, Alpha Node. What's up? We wait. In the wake of the calamity, the 14th Imperial Legion occupied what remains of Castrum Novum, eventually rebuilding it and renaming it to Castum Sentry. Oops. The stronghold contains immense manufacturing and storage facilities, and it is primary supplier of the material for Imperial forces stationed throughout Eorzea. Consequently, it is heavily defended. Infiltrating will be not easy. Nevertheless, it is necessary. What's up, dude? Looking for Gilman, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. Yeah, if you're looking to get inside Cast Sentry, you might help. Something tells me you're getting along just fine. So your friends have friends at Cast Sentry that want for rescue. This Alpha knows me too, LI. You can count on my help. I got a score to steal with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at those Horisons. But enough about me. Let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from Camp Moody, right? Delicate business. A slight oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you'll need to confirm beyond a shadow of doubt that your friends are where you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach the sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left. Call it the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the Malboros, and navigate your way to the southwest corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming down from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, might be as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operations. Now get going and Godspeed. Oh boy. Curious, does it tell me what level this mission is? Level 44? Drainage pipe. Ah, things. Get lost. How did that one not get hit? The faint sounds of conversation echo down the pipe. What of the captives? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be deaf-mute for all the information we've gotten out of her. The others aren't much better. The Elzin gets on my nerves most well. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish. I do wonder, why is it that the Tribune's so obsessed with this Minfilia woman? They say she possesses some mystical power, something we Garleans don't have. Mystical power? Like the kind the Beastmen's used? How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself? As well try to tumble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much. Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations. The footfall grow fainter until all is silent. Alright, my brother's coming on. Shouldn't he be working? Okay, now, I can teleport back there. I think what I'll do from here on out is that if I've reached the point of where I could just teleport back there, I'll just fucking fly back there. Also, I don't want to waste my 10 million gil that I have. I don't seriously have anything to do with my money, and I don't know what. I know you can buy a mount for... I don't know if it's 10 million or if it's like 100 or like 99, etc. million. Good to see you once again, Evik. I'm given to understand you have conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what have you been able to learn? Some Minfilia and the others are indeed in Castum Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sek took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray have the details from him. So, good work, Evik. As Alphano has already told you, we've plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguised ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrated the stronghold. Galma is looking into ways to proceed. He's looking into ways to procure a suit of magic tech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparations of my own. Minfilia and the others are counting on us, Evik. Let us not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. While Galmat goes about devising his plan, we need to see to some of preparations of our own. My god, I cannot read. My problem is I read too fast and my words get all jumbled together. It wouldn't do if the Imperials were to discover that they're short on armor. To prevent this from happening, I'm going to put together a makeshift communication jamming device. The explanation is like to get a bit technical, so bear with me. Imperial forces communicate at a distance via electromagnetic waves. Simply put, voices are born upon etheric lightning energy that permeates the air. Now, the Hills Ice cluster of corrupted crystals to the west has been observed to amplify the self-same energy. By making use of this property, we should be able to drown out Imperial voices. To ensure that we have enough amplification, we must identify the most potent crystals among the cluster. For this, I need you to go there and use this device to take readings. I'll mark the likely places on your map. Oh, and just so you know, plasmoids are drawn to lightning energy. Don't be surprised if you run into a few. Sorry, bro, gotta leave. Bye. That one is up there. Da 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 da. How do you get up there normally? I know there's a way you can get up there normally. Oh, right here. So, for those who don't understand the lore of these games, all this orange is all the crystals being corrupted. And it happened, I don't remember if it was the cause of it, because it's a little bit, I'm a little bit fuzzy on the details too, but like, when Bahamut was released and the calamity, the most recent calamity happened, we'll say, I believe that's what caused all the crystals to become corrupted. You have the readings? Excellent. Here, let me see the numbers. Yes, 4 of these crystals should suit a purpose. Though I pray that we won't have need of their power. My thanks, Evic. I was like, wait, why am I not talking to you? Because I'm talking to this guy. Clean the wax out of your ears now, because there's something I want you to do by way of preparation. The plan you have to enter casting room is all decked out in Imperial duds, but the disguise is more than just the clothes you're wearing. You also gotta act the part. At the very least, you need to know how to perform a convincing Imperial salute. First impressions are everything, as they say. I could teach you the salute myself, of course, but it's best you learn it from the experts. So get yourself near as you dare to cast some sentry and watch the Imperials doing what they do. Oops. Only fly going back not necessarily out. So I'd probably go fast. Actually, I wonder. It's like, it's like a slightly faster that I have since I have the boost for this area. Nothing to report, sir. We received an anonymous warning that the insurgent forces are near. We must redouble our vigilance. I shall recommend the patrols be increased. Nod. You know what? I'm just gonna teleport back. So, did you manage to learn the Imperial salute? No, best you do not demonstrate. I'm liable to fly in a rage and crack skulls. I'll take your word for it. You learned the Imperial salute. Emote. Huzzah. Great, I already knew it. I don't know why they bothered putting that into New Game Plus. You are called Ibridare and Lore. Yes, I heard your plight from my friend Galamont. As a fellow adventurer and son of Erzia both, I would offer you my assistance. In order to infiltrate Castle Sentry, you and your comrades must disguise yourselves Imperial soldiers. The question is how to go about acquiring the uniforms and helms. There are places the man might purchase them, but individuals who deal in such wares are not the sort of whom you want to entrust your secrets. It would be more prudent, I believe, to procure what you need via traditional means, from the bodies of their recently deceased owners. The fortified area before Castle Sentry never lacks for Imperial patrols. It ought not take long to obtain 3 sets of gear, 1 for each member of the infiltration team, Biggs, Wedge, and yourself. When you have what you need, please return here and allow me to inspect the spoils. Cool. Great. Awesome. Flying. Because I've already been through there so many times. This is the whole part of this part, is you're just going back and forth between here. And I'm not going to waste my time just doing that so many goddamn times. I'm kind of slow on this, and I want to get past A Realm Reborn here. Stab. So just gotta wait for them to respawn. Sweet, I did nothing. This is definitely a problem back in the day where so many people were doing these missions, they only had just enough people to do the mission. I'm not gonna stick around just to kill things and be an asshole. I'm just gonna get this done. Were you able to obtain 3 sets of Imperial equipment? Damaged, as I expected. In their presentation, I fear these uniforms and helms are like to draw suspicion. They must be repaired, if only superficially. Fortunately, the blacksmith of Elganoff at Diamond Forge and Rowan's House of Splendor should be able to hammer them into shape in no time. I sent word ahead, and had been assured that he's expecting you. Worry not, we have already impressed upon him the need of the utmost secrecy and as to the nature of your mission. Cool story, dude. Bird. Sup? Okay. So you're the adventurer's Mark sent, are you? I've been waiting for you. Now let's see what you got for me. Ah, I see. Ah, yes, I reckon I can hammer these back into shape for you. After and I owe your friend Seligman a favor or two. Take good care of old Angov back in the day before I fell in with old Rowena, he did. Did you know he's the son of one of the wealthiest families in the Sultanate? Wouldn't expect someone like that to end up in the life he did. But I suppose he always felt the venturer's life calling him. But here I go blabbering on him when there's work to be done. Just hold your spur hood for a moment or two, and the great Angenolf will have your gear looking as good as new. I mean, I technically could repair them. Ah, there we have it. Won't do you much good in battle, but mind ye, but from what I hear, that's not your priority anyhow. Do send Sark Malark my regards, yeah? Is that his name? Have I just been pronouncing it wrong? Because that's a weird name, but okay. Sark Malark. Yep. Someone was definitely having fun with that name. Have you the uniforms and the helms repaired? Yes, these will serve beautifully. The great Agnef never fails to impress. The quality of these repairs would fool even the Legatus. Thus equipped, you should not have any trouble blending in amongst Imperial forces. Lest you fear that the Garleans might detect your foreignness. Foreigners, in fact, form the greater part of the Garlean invasion force in Ariorstia. You see, when the Empire subjugated new territory, it assimilates the people of that land into its armed forces. In turn, these conscripted forces are sent to subjugate faraway lands. In a way, Garlean nips rebellion in the bud and expands its territory in one fell stroke. With that, my part of the mission is done. I'm full glad you've been of assistance to your cause. Why would I, a wealthy merchant, wish to help you? I know not where you heard that tale, but I believe me when I say that I'm but another humble adventurer, one who desires only to act in the best interest of the realm. Sure thing, my dude. Good work getting the Imperial duds. You'll be pleased to hear I ain't been idle myself. It took me long enough, but I finally hatched a plan to get us a suit of Magistech armor. Now, from what I'm seeing, Custom Sentry deploys a Reaper for most of its patrols. Trouble is, the patrols themselves are irregular, meaning random routes and random deployments, and hardly any of them come anywhere near Revenant's Toll. So, hoping to coax them to the Imperials out of their shells, I took the liberty of feeding them a bit of old false intelligence. Told them insurgents had designs on their stronghold. Tain't far from the truth now that I come to think of it. Any road, when we should start seeing more patrols than we have up until now. What you need to do is approach one of these patrols, dress up in your shiny and tin suit, and alert them to the enemy's presence. Having done that, you'll want to lure them to the Revenant's Toll as you oh my god. Lure him as near to Revenant's Toll as you can. Like as not, though, they'll be wary of venturing far from their own walls. If they do need a bit of extra activity, use the smoke signal here, flinched fresh from an Imperial scout. They'll come running when they see that. And when the cavalry arrives, you hit him hard and make him make him off with a Reaper, simple as that. If I ain't mistake, there's a patrol sweeping the perimeter right now, so run along here. Oh, and don't forget to salute. Do I have to? I don't think I do. Oh. Just doing a random trial. Don't mind me, just coming up with a bear. Imperial salute. One of our covert operatives, are you? Carry on, soldier. Insurgents gathering to the east, you say? Judging by your description, they are well beyond the perimeter, but I will not have said I was remiss. You return to the scene and keep an eye on those insurgents. Should I use your smoke signal to call us? And then I'm going backwards, so I'm going to fly. I believe that's up here. Should not have stayed up so late last night. I hope you don't mind me my joining. Seeing as we're seizing advanced weaponry, I thought it best to be on hand. Ah, there she is. This is the place, but where is the enemy? Sir, over there. Send in the Reaper. Let us make an example of these insurgents. Wrong button. Ah, stone skin. Remember when stone skin was a thing? For those who remember when stone skin was a thing? It? Yep, that's it. Duty complete. That seemed a bit easy. At last, our very own suit of Magitech armor. Not wishing to look a gift chocobo in the beak, but it does seem rather the worse for wear, doesn't it? Big Wedge, your honest assessment? Well, there's the fact that she's smoking, of course, but looking past that, I'd say she's structurally sound. I don't like the way these legs are buckled. I hate to say this, but this servo mechanism may be damaged. But aren't those things protected by an thick armor plate? Yes, they are. It's odd. The casing doesn't seem to have taken the blow. I suspect we're dealing with a faulty part. Well, whatever it is we're dealing with, we're not resting till it's fixed. Not one wink of sleep. You got that, Wedge? Chocobo. Chocobo. Cart chocobo. Okay. I heard that. A hall has been set aside for our use in Revenant's Toll. This is where we'll carry out the repairs. Look for us there, Evik. that speak. Quick, capture it. Monster Hunter. Is it? Yeah. I like how it's just called Gloom for the magic jammer. Sid and the others took it inside. Go on and join them. Well, we've now had time to take a closer look at the Reaper. Our preliminary diagnosis was correct. She's structurally sound, but her servo mechanism is faulty. You needn't worry, no. Biggs and Wedge will see her restored to her former glory in no time at all. Give those two something to mend, and they will think of naught else till the job's done. 'Tis a marvelous thing to behold, provided you remind them to visit the privy. The repairs are proceeding apace. It shouldn't be long now before Biggs and Wedge complete their work. There is, however, one small problem. As you will recall, the servo mechanism was discovered to be faulty. Wedge has subsequently ascertained the Magitech core which drives it is worn beyond use. Such cores are rather fragile devices, which means it must be replaced at regular intervals. Thanks to the negligence of our Imperial colleagues, however, the one used in this Reaper was long overdue. Last, we do not have access to ready replacement here in Modena, but all is not lost. Which thinks there might be identified an alternative solution. Go and see him, would you? He'll explain everything. As I believe the Chief has already informed you, the Magitech core is worn beyond use. We need to find a replacement. I thought about having appropriate more Reapers, but even if the Dunderhead maintenance engineers of Casting Century had remembered to replace the cores, we would risk arousing Imperial suspicion. But do not despair, for I believe there is a solution. To substitute the Magitech core with a mammoth's heart. In case you don't know, a mammoth's heart can be used to grant sentience to an automaton. By my reckoning, such a device should be more than capable of regulating the armor's servo mechanisms. We'll just need to make some minor modifications to the housing unit. I've already placed an order for a first-rate mammoth heart with the Goldsmiths Guild. All that remains for someone to go to Ulda and collect it, and to pay for it. I did mention how much they cost. No, well, they typically cost something in the order of I hope you don't mind footing the bill. It's for a good cause. It's alright, I know the people of the Goldsmith Guild. Not from this point in the time, but I did. But you know, it's an alternate dimension. Everything's fine. They totally know me. God, why is there so many people here? Boop. Is he still in the, he's in the battle? What is he doing in the Battle of Embers now? Hello there, come to collect a mammoth heart, you say? Then you must be on half of Garland Ibex. I've taken the liberty of picking the finest sample we have, a heart fit for a prince among mammoths. Payment? Oh, that won't be necessary. The heart is for Master Alvino's personal use, after all. He notified us a short while ago that his manservant would be coming to collect it. Tender in years though it may be, Master Alphinaud has been a benefactor of ours since my predecessor's times. The Goldsmiths wouldn't dream of charging him. But here's the mammoth heart. May it serve you well. Oh, and please do pass on my compliments to your master. Wow. Okay. Great. Thanks. Oh, I have to. Thanks. Wait. Oh, that's me. I was like, wait, what the heck is that? Wait, are you watching me in Twitch right now? And just not logged in? Want to go in and hardly need saying, but try not to be seen. I should do that too. Cause I got the book and I haven't done anything with it. Cause I don't think there's, like, what would I even get from it that I would want? Oh, I guess I can get, I guess that'll thing. Oh, okay. weird because it's not showing. It's not showing up that you're in my thing right now. That's weird. Do you have the mammoth heart? I can't wait to see if it works. Here you go. Hurrah! Thank you so much. But this is magnificent. It must have cost an emperor's ransom. Free of charge courtesy of Alpha Note, coming from an influential family, certainly has its advantages. But without further ado, let's give it a try. I've already modified the housing unit, so it should slot right in. There, she's ready. Magic armor, engage! Or not, huh? She needs just a loving tap, I'll wager. Yes, she's alive! Let's take her outside and put her through the paces, Evik. Would you care to do the honors? Hop into the pilot seat. We will begin as soon as you're ready. First, I'd like to climb that triangle. Try climbing that. Oh my god, I can't even. Try climbing that tangle of crystals yonder, as far up as you can go. Oh, if you please. Oh, and if for some reason you need to dismount, simply come back here and we'll start again. Boop, 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 boop. Can I fly? Nope. Specifically made it so that I can't fly. No, not only movements of evidence from either leg. Good. Next, jump back down and sprint north as quick as you can. Leg drips absorbing all impact without instant. Excellent. Make your way back, Evik. Boop, 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 doop, boop, boop. And here's where I feel like they make the stupidest idea for an infiltration mission. The torso remains stable during vigorous motion. I did accidentally right-clicked and wanted to move the camera. Here's a summary of my findings. The drivetrain is sound condition. With some fine-tuning, we can expect a noticeable improvement in performance. As for the servo mechanism, I'm afraid it's not necessarily as responsive as it should be. I'm at a loss to explain why. The Mammoth Harbor is in pristine condition and should be installed correctly. Perhaps its inner workings are simply too different to operate harmoniously with the armor's other mechanisms. Whereas magic cores only serve to conduct impulses, Mammoth Hearts enable automata to process the information collected by their sensors as feelings. That must be feelings. Maybe she just doesn't feel like part of the team. In which case, we should all do our best to make her feel welcome. Click. Daft as I felt it, I gave it my best. You're welcome myself to a bloody standstill. What were you expecting to do anyways? Bob at us a curtsy? No doubt you're wondering why the servo mechanism is so important as to warrant this silliness. Without it, the pilot would be required to control the armor's every movement manually. That would be an onerous task at the best times and wholly impractical during battle. Using a mammoth heart in place of the worn magic course seems promising solution. Alas, the device does not appear compatible with the Garlean technology. Wedge, are there no other ways that might demonstrate our appreciation to our friend here? I'm at my wind's end, Chief. She just doesn't seem convinced. We could try a little dance, perhaps, or cheer our heads off. Imperials, they come for the armor. Damn it, they have us cornered. There's the Reaper. Taken by the traitor Garland and his... And is that the Icon Slayer? Oh, bollocks. Call for reinforcements. The hells we will. We've located the stolen Reapers, requesting immediate assistance. Respond! Respond! It's no use, sir. There's some sort of interference. Curse you, Garland! No matter. If we can't reclaim it, destroy it. Bloody hells. Evic, protect the armor at all costs. Sid with the stabby because guns weren't invented yet in this part of the game. Oh, no, you don't. Chief, look, she moved. Ah, now she deigns to grace us with her presence. Took us a good while, but we're finally ready. It's time to infiltrate Castum Century and rescue our comrades. And then they make the stupidest move ever. There, the finishing touch. They put a mark on the thing that we're using to sneak in with. Why? But it's a good thing that the Garleans are so dumb that they don't even see that. It's like, hey, why does that thing have a weird mark on it? No, they're just like, alright, yeah, whatever, sure. The server mechanism is now fully functional, and all it took was a simple fight to the death. Remind me not to install a mammoth heart aboard the Enterprise, would you? Much as I love her, I would not be required to profess it before boarding. But enough of that. Let's see our final preparations. Oh my god. Thanks to Biggs and Wedge, the Reaper is good as new. We're as prepared as we're like to get. Yeah, exactly. Like freaking dumb. How go your preparations? You leave as soon as you're ready. Gallimut, you came. I thought I'd give you a roaring send-off. 'Tis the least you can do for the fine men and women who are about to take my long-lost wish come true. Well, we'll do our best. It occurs to me for all the help you've afforded us, we know little and less about you. What did the Empire do to earn your ire? But I fear I put curiosity before consideration. I quite understand if you'd rather not relive those memories. No, I don't mind, really. Truth be told, a part of me was itching to tell you my tale. Mind you, tis hardly novel. I ain't the first to suffer at Imperial hands. Like most sorts, I used to have a mother. She was a sweet and caring woman with a smile never far from her face. There was a sister, too. Pretty little thing she was, gentle as a lamb, but tough as nails. We were poor folk living simple lives, but we knew happiness just the same. And the Imperial came and took it all away. When El Amigo fell, they put my family in a camp. Being a lad, I was made to do hard labor, while my mother and sister were forced to do far worse. They hid their suffering from me as best they could, but I knew, and the thought of it drove me mad. We had to escape, and so I hatched a plan to get us out of the city. We were picking our way through the gorge not far outside the walls when they caught up with us, and rather than allow themselves to be taken again, my mother and sister leapt over the edge before my very eyes. Heartbroken as I was, I didn't put up a fight when the Imperials clapped me in chains and dragged me back. 'Twas some years after I had escaped again, and that time I got away. I swore that I'd get revenge on the Empire, and because of an adventurer, so as to hone my skills and earn the coin I needed. But nigh on 2 decades since gone by, and what have I achieved? Bugger all, that's what. Not like you. You ain't been here 10 minutes, and you've already done more than I managed in 10 bloody years. You've given us too much credit, Galamant. We seek only to rescue our friends. Well, what's more important than that? Any road, after you got your friends back, you're planning on going after the Empire, and don't pretend you ain't. I've helped a few folk take on the Imperial over the years, and every time I have, it's helped stave off my appetite for revenge, but something tells me I won't be going hungry for a while with what with everything you've got planned. And you sure that will satisfy you? If you wish to strike back the Empire with your own hands, you need only say the word. We would be glad to have you with us. Tempting those your offers, I fear I must decline. I swear I'd get revenge on the Emperor, 'tis true, but I've long since realized that the front lines is no place for a man like me. There's some would call me craven, but I prefer to think of myself as a realist. My talents lie in scheming, you see, not swordplay. Helping folk like you is how I can make the most difference. But that's quite enough storytelling for one day. Best not to keep your friends waiting any longer. I'll be praying for your sex and safety. Melraugers give you strength. Wherever the Empire goes, mystery inevitably follows in its wake. For the sake of all those who call Eorzea home, we must put an end to Gaius's ambitions. But first, we have friends to rescue. Big Swedge and I will wait east of Castle Sentry, just outside the Stronghold's patrolled perimeter. Join us when you're ready. Oh, and don't forget to wear your disguise, or this will be the shortest rescue mission in history. Please tell me I don't have to put on that actual outfit. Okay. Wait, do I have to... I don't see it in my inventory, so I probably have to go find a Calamity Salvager to get it back. Didn't give it to me. It should be a... Yeah, I don't see it in my inventory, and it's not in my... I assume, no. So I probably have to go to a... Oh, is there a Calamity Salvager in here somewhere? I don't think I have him, because I probably threw him out. Oh, here we go. Can I just talk to you to get them? Okay, there we go. Does the helmet even work on Hrothgar? Doesn't. Yeah. This kind of things don't really work when you're playing New Game Plus because everything, you got the helmet and things fine. I mean, the armor I have on pretty matches, kind of. But, you know, I have a giant spear that glows when I open it up on my back. I went too far. There it is. Forgive me for saying so, but you cut quite the dashing figure for an figure in Imperial black and crimson. Ah, but now's not the time for jests. Yep, I'm totally wearing that helmet. Let's review the infiltration plan. Cassim Sentry lies just beyond. A short while ago, the Imperial Patrol left to do its rounds. Alphino and I will create a diversion out here and keep them occupied for as long as we're able, while the three of you entered the stronghold posing as the patrol returning from duty. Should Alphino and I prove less distracting than I hope, I will contact you via Link Pearl. Be ready to beat a hasty retreat. Wedge will lead the way in the Reaper. Stay close to him. And I hardly need to tell you this, but don't do anything suspicious. Like murdering a bunch of people. Oh, unless you wondered, Yida and Shola left shortly before you arrived. We had planned that they should linger in the vicinity to cover our retreat in the event that Alpha and I attract too much attention. But the approach of the Imperial vehicle forced us to improvise. Do not be too motivated, but at least leave a message. But they did at least leave a message for you. Something along the lines of, don't do anything too reckless, if memory serves wise words. Alright, the Imperial Patrol should be returning any moment now. You best be off. Good luck, Evik. May the 12 keep you.
You have spirit. That I will allow. Yet you struggle to the benefit of none, least of all. This echo of yours intrigues us. We desire only to understand it. And for that, you wish to be rid of the icons, do you not? You would have saved yourself a great deal of torment had you accepted our aid from the beginning. Tell me everything, and I shall end it quickly. Refuse, and though you beg for death, you shall not have it. Which will it be? As you wish, my dear Minfilia.
You literally didn't give her a chance to answer. You're just like, yeah, right, whatever.
Unpleasant though it will be for all concerned, you leave us no choice but to employ more rigorous methods. Be so kind as to deliver the prisoners to Castrum Meridianum.
Yes, milady.
Don't think those quite... Okay. Alright, I'm in. Time to murder everybody. I mean, what? I best get back to my duties. These supplies aren't going to move themselves. Neither are the prisoners, come to that. But... Oh, my apologies. I did not notice you there. So engrossed was I in my task. You'd be engrossed too if you had the tribunus command you to arrange for the prisoners to be transported. What prisoners speak of? You mean you haven't heard? Only the infamous Scions of the Seventh Dawn, captured by the Tribunus herself. If you don't believe me, take a look in the storage tower when you next pass that way. Don't mind me, just gonna go around and plot me murdering you all. That's a fine sloop. Part of the maintenance crew from Orstens, are you? Welcome to Castum Sentry, engineer. What, prisoners? You've heard the rumors then. Yes, they are to be held in the storage tower, but I strongly suggest you pay them no mind. You were summoned here to work, not gawp at Arisen's defeated heroes. Now, show a bit of enthusiasm or I'll have you reported. Rude. Greetings, comrade. Forgive me for asking, but you haven't visited the storage tower recently, have you? I only asked because I dropped something in there. And, well, who am I fooling? I've fallen with one of the prisoners, alright? I dare say you know what I mean, the Sylvia Blonde? Goodness, no. It's the Lala Felon lass I'm smitten with. She's so adorable it hurts. I want to sweep her into my arms and squeeze her till arm's ache. What do you reckon it would take for me to convince the surgeon to let me the key so I can see her? Weirdo. Security's tight, just as we expected. We're gonna need a special key if we want to get past this bulkhead. What's this? You need access to the storage tower? What business have you there? At the Tribunus, you said? That's highly irregular, but it would not do to make my lady wroth. Take my identification keys. See to it as I return when your errand is concluded. Yeah, no problem. Infiltration, Yep, no one can see me. I totally have a helmet on my head. No one knows what my face looks like. I totally have a helmet on my head. Nothing is wrong with this at all. Oh god. No! Reveille on the rest, thank goodness they're safe. I'm the one you want. Leave the others be. If you harm my friends, I swear I shall take my life and you shall never have... And you shall answer to your mistress. We must do something. We risk letting the entire cast know that we're here. Ah, you're right. We may not get a better chance. This is the third squadron. What is it? A Reaper? Seized when? And come to light now? Let's skip the culprits have left a trail. Take as many as you need and scour the area. I want that Reaper found. Now's our chance. What the? Strike my last. Eliminate the intruders. Wrong button. Frick that. God dang it. Right. No. Bad. I was so scared. I was foolish. It was foolish of you to come here. You might have been killed, but thank you. I shudder to think what might have happened had you not arrived when you did. I say, did you not see Thancred anywhere? I'm beginning to fear for the fellow. To linger here shall yield us no answer. Let us away, ere the window to our liberty closes shut. What did you say? Escaped? Then recapture them. Fail and I'll have your head. And what have we here? The Tribunus herself, just as you said. You have an eye for an Araman, Ida. Well, she's kind of hard to miss in that showy armor of hers. Accursed sounds. How did you slip our defenses? With unexpected ease, if truth be told. There chanced to be a commotion outside the cash walls which allowed us avail ourselves of the comforts of your vehicle. You're still just being polite. That was one of the most uncomfortable things I've ever stowed away in. It's no wonder it's called the Phantom Train. No passenger would ever be seen dead on it. So you scuttled amidst the freight, like the vermin you are. I shall be sure to have words with our rat catcher. Such negligence is unforgiven. This is far from your most pressing concern. First, you must answer for your own wrongdoings, Livia Sasjunus. 'Tis you who led the raid on the Waking Sand. You who butchered men and women for the crime of being unworthy of capture. You killed our friends. We'll never forgive you. Nor shall we suffer you to plague Eorzea a day longer, but take you to your guard. No more intruders. Protect the Tribunus. Confound it. Ida with me. After them. Where is His Excellency? In the hangar, my lady. In discussion with our guest. Alert him at once. Yes, my lady. No, no, no! There they are. Fan out and surround them. Must protect Tataru. Biggs, I'm going in. See everyone to safety. No, Wedge, don't do it. Oh no, Ebik, hold them off. I'll look after Minfilia and Tataru. I can't hurt that thing for some reason. Okay. Excuse me, I'm just gonna run around. Paralyzed. Oh god, I gotta sneeze. Oh god. Not Magitech Colossus. It's fine. They're hardly doing anything to me, even though I'm not even wearing my full armor. Can I equip myself again? No, of course not.
Take the leader, kill the rest.
What the?
The Astola! Pray, forgive us our delay.
Papolimo, Minfilia.
Ida!
What took you so long?
Well, it's nice.
The reunion must wait.
Right. First things first.
Yes, let's get back to being heavily outnumbered.
You ditched your Magitech armor. Fool of a Lalafell!
Well, excuse me. She's all yours if you think you can do any better.
But there's no one in there.
This is Sid. Can you... I need you to count to 5, then jump. Understood?
One, 2,
3.
4.
I know not which is more pitiful. The charlatans who rule Eorze, or the masses that clamor for their implausible panacea. I see that which they cannot. This realm founders for want of a ruler with true power. The power to cast down icons. If you continue to deny this truth, it is the people who will suffer. Embrace Reed.
What in the seven heaven?
Lasers.
It's here.
12 preserve us. They finished it. Ultima weapon.
So it has a name.
It is a relic of ancient Alag, excavated from its resting place deep beneath Alamigo. The Alagans used it to crush primal and foe alike. And now the Garleans mean to do this.
Damn you, guy! Look! There, beside the Black Wolf. An Ascian. An overlord, no less. His garb attests to that.
La Habrea. It could only be him.
Surprise!
Thancred! He was La Habrea? No. No, this cannot be!
Phaser beam.
We have to go now.
Thancred! No!
All that time, the enemy was beside me, and I never even suspected. And to think that it was I who suggested that Thancred investigate the Ascians. How could I have been so... Small wonder the enemy knew our every move, and where to find us. Confound it all! No, this is not the time for self-doubt. The Alliance leaders stake their hopes on the Scions, but now they believe us all dead or missing. When they learn of the Empire's new weapon, we cannot be certain what they will do. We must go and offer them what assurances we can that defeat is not inevitable.
Cryle, this is Minthelia.
The situation
I
may
am
have
in
taken
some
an
haste,
ill
so
turn.
forgive me if I seem brusque. The item I requested.
But the battle is far from over. And so long as we stand together,
I'm sorry to press,
there
but
shall
we
ever
need
be
it
hope of
urgently.
victory.
How soon can it be
The people of Eorzea falter for want of such hope.
I am in your
Let
debt,
us
my
provide
friend.
it. Let us bear to them the tidings that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn are returned. Matters are coming to a head. I hope we can count on you.
Sure,
My
can I take this
regards to
outfit off now?
grandfather. I am ready. Let us pay a visit to the Council of the Alliance leadership.
Do a couple more cutscenes and then I'll probably be at, well, once I get out of Hell's Take, the Black Wolf and his new toy. Rally all available forces. I want them to ready to move upon my word. And relay to South Siren the order to sail. That is all. The maelstrom stands ready. What are the flames? Ready as we're like to be. I need only give the word to roll the L out for words. Have there been no word from Ishgard? None. The dragons have got their tongues. Silent till last. I was unwise to hope for better. What would stir the Archbishop to open his holy mouth if not this? And he claims the fury for his god. 'Tis bad comedy. The Holy See has made its choice. We will proceed without its cooperation. Ah, my arms. I believe we're all acquainted with the terms of the Black Wolf's ultimatum. We must agree upon a course of action not less than the fate of Eorzea hang upon the decision of this council. Van Baelsar claims to wield the power to smite primals. Should we yield to him, he pledges to rid the realm of its false gods, yet to offer resistance, and he swears that we shall share the primals' fates. Pardon me my bluntness, but I like not these choices. This is too great a decision for any one of our nations to make alone. Choose we surrender or resistance, we must answer as one. But if one surrenders, the rest shall surely fall. Let us pray for the wisdom to do the right by all our peoples. Thancred's plight troubles us all, yet we cannot allow anything to come between us and our goal. So long as the ultimate weapon exists, Eorzea will never know peace. Let us go to the Alliance leaders, Zebek, and help them make the right decision. The right decision or the crazy decision? Because I'm for both. Grim tidings, Zebek. It seems that word of the ultimate's existence has already reached the Alliance leaders in the form of an ultimatum. They have gathered in the fragrant chamber and deliberating their answers even as we speak. Beleaguered as they are, I fear they may well elect to lay down their arms in the belief that surrender will spare the people untold suffering, yet nothing could be further from the truth. That which the Black Wolf offers will doom Eorzea, not deliver it, and the leaders must be made aware of this. Let us hurry to them, Evik, and ensure that they do not act in arrogance of the consequences. I've been tongue-tied all day. Oh god, how long ago did they send that message? So I gotta go move some stuff around. 5:27. It's like half an hour ago. Okay. I have time for probably a couple more things, and I gotta go do some stuff. That's definitely not the closest one, but... Actually, it is the closest one, ironically enough. Okay, can I re-equip my armor now? Thank you. The Council of Alliance is presently in progress in the fragrance shed. I must ask you to step away from the door, sir. I'm sorry, you're on behalf of the Science of the Seventh Dawn? 1,000 pardons, my lord. Of course you may enter.
We keep treading the same ground.
Van Belsar's demands are clear.
Alas, our minds are not.
I've never been one to shy from a fight, but if this weapon of theirs can do all they claim...
It has been 5 years since the calamity, and our people have scarce begun to rebuild their lives. Can we now, in good conscience, call upon them to risk what little they have left? I would spare them the pain of further conflict, I say, though that would imply forces set in opposition. If the combined might of 3 primals could not stay Garlemald's new terror, what meaningful resistance can we offer? We who struggle to quell the foes who rise up within our own borders.
Long have we fought the primals, but to what end? We strike them down at no small cost, only for them to rise again and again. Are we to play this profitless game for the rest of days? I, for one, grow tired of it. Mistake me not. I do not propose to trade one tyranny for another. I love liberty. But conciliation need not mean oppression.
By the 12, though neither of you cried surrender, your every word betokened it. Not that I deny there is truth in what you say, nor can I rightly claim that Ul'dah is ready to fight. Refugees flood our gates, and beastmen swarm our land, while the great and the good do nothing. My flames struggle to bear the burden. I put on a grand show at the Remembrance Service, made all manner of lofty promises. I've made good on not a bloody one.
Do not blame yourself, Rauban. You said only that which the people needed to hear. All present have done the same. Our citizens had become lost to hope. If our words serve to kindle it in them anew, better we speak than remain silent. Our enemy condemns us for failing our people. Yet what does he care for their well-being? While we labored to rebuild their lives, the Black Wolf built instruments of murder with which to end them.
Her Majesty speaks true. For all our failings, the people's well-being has ever been our foremost priority. While none among us ever doubted that the Empire would one day resume its war, we scarcely had means enough to solve the problems of the present.
I feel bad for making that joke.
Aye, which is why we look to others to safeguard our future. The scions of the Seventh Dawn. Alas, they are gone, and the Black Wolf is at our door.
Admiral! I fear you are mistaken.
Alphinaud, Minfilia, and 7 hells! Master Garland?
And you, dear friend.
By Ralga, you're alive. All of you.
As we approached, I would swear I heard talk of surrender. But I know that cannot be. It is not the Eorzean way.
Hear me, my friends. Accepting the Garleans' offer to vanquish the Primals would be folly. Folly, I say. For might is not the answer to the primal threat. Indeed, the more the Empire exerts its strength, the worse matters will become. Primals enter this world when mortals call upon them, and mortals are wont to appeal to a higher power when they are desperate. Nothing is more certain to breed desperation in the beast tribes than the Garleans' proposed solution.
The true answer lies in a lasting peace. But the Garleans only know war and conquest. Should Eorzea fall into their hands, there will be such suffering as none can imagine.
We are not blind to the many challenges that each of your nations face. Yet you must not give in.
Aye. Remember 5 years ago when you wagered all for the sake of the realm? Remember what you fought for? what you were willing to die for. Let the memories rekindle the fire in your heart, for Eorzea has need of it again.
Come what may, we Scions will never give up the fight. And so I bid you stand with us, and together we shall safeguard the future of the realm.
A great man once said that a shrewd merchant grasps not for the quick profit, but invests in the future. Wise words, eh, Rauban?
Sid,
Your words stir and shame me in equal measure. How could I contemplate surrender? I know full well that all we have, we owe to the sacrifices of those who went before us. Yet the seeming hopelessness of our plight robbed me of my insight. We Gridanians have no love for war, yet we have still less for those who would threaten our homeland. Ever have we fought to protect those things we hold dear, and this shall never change. Gridania will go to war. We will fight the Empire for the sake of the realm and all who abide here.
At long last, I hear words worthy of a fountain. Rauban, are we to be outdone?
I lost one homeland. The thought of losing another had blunted my resolve. But no man knows better than I that if you want aught, you'd best be ready to die. With great danger comes the chance for great glory and great profit. We Uldans who have turned sand into gold know this well. How many times have we fallen into the pit of despair, only to have you pluck us out? I've fair lost count.
Reckless, the lot of you, like bloody pirates. Well, I won't waste my breath trying to talk you round, on account of being a pirate myself. And the pirate who shrinks from a challenge is no pirate. Those who would pick a quarrel with us must choose. Back down, or go down with all hands. Let the Garleans come. The united strength of Limsa Lominsa will be waiting for them.
If our realm is to be free of this pall of darkness, let it be by our own hands.
For Eorzea!
We must needs consider how the weapon may be brought to bear against us.
The Maelstrom will secure strategic points along the coastline.
In the meantime, the flames will deploy at...
Be at ease, my friends. You have banished our prey. Leave the military matters to us, and retire to the waking sands. We will send word.
Okay, oh god, that's gonna be another cutscene. Okay, I will... 'cause I don't care, it takes too long.
I cannot well express my relief to think that the Alliance came so close to surrender.
But the fire in their hearts has been rekindled, and they will fight to the last.
This warmth inside. Did you feel it too, Grandfather? I would know something. Was that your power at work earlier?
Nothing of the sort. The leaders of Eorzea had lost their way. I merely helped them to find it again. Oh, hello. Yes, our party returned just a moment ago. How close are you? It's all right, Sid.
We must needs plan our next move. Pray continue liaising with your respective nations. Sid, would you be our man in Ul'dah?
I'll be whatever and wherever you need me to be.
We haven't a moment to waste. All right, let's do this!
Thancred's fate weighs heavy on my mind. I cannot bear to think of him in thrall to an Ascian. Mayhap you know this already, but the Ascians are immortal beings without physical form. Since time immemorial, they have fanned the flames of chaos from the shadows. That they might work unseen, the Ascians entrap and possess mortal men by means of malign artifacts known as crystals of darkness. One such crystal may yet be the key to saving Thancred.
This is a crystal of darkness.
A mere replica, created using data obtained from anomalous crystals found across Eorzea.
It comes to us courtesy of the students of Baldessian, our distant allies. Even for an Archon, Thancred's talents are exceptional. We all had complete confidence in him. It was for this reason that none among us foresaw the danger in sending him to investigate the Ascians alone.
I'll do it a second time.
Thancred had been striving to fill the void left by Louisoix. Yet, it was plain that he was overtaxing himself.
Yeah, he would volunteer for everything and work till he was dizzy.
And the toll taken by his exertions made him vulnerable to Ascian influence.
The crystal that binds Thancred must be somewhere on his person. If we could but destroy it, his Ascian possessor would be compelled to relinquish control over him. You have proven the stoutest of allies, standing with us through thick and thin. Yet the most perilous struggle is still to come. For the sake of the realm and Thancred, I ask that you lend us your strength. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. As I am sure you are aware, the realm was saved from certain doom 5 years ago by heroes known as the Warriors of Light. What you may not be aware of is that your many feats in service to the Scions have prompted folk to make certain comparisons. I must confess, you do remind me of them. Yet remember this, however glorious the past, it is the hero's lot to be judged on the deeds of the present. A new darkness threatens the realm, and the people cry. I believe that you are he, a warrior of light, here in the present, guided by the crystal's will. Come, my friends, let us fight to safeguard the future of our beloved Eorzea.
Okay. I gotta go do some stuff, so that's gonna be it for today.